units. I tried to get the code to eat and then run away, but he kills it before I can do that. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to fight this. Oh, I managed to surround the Shadow Hunter here. Or not surround, but like almost. So he also nearly gets my blade, because he hexes, and then he nets, and then he nets again. So it gets pretty close, it's pretty intense, but I get him away, and I use him to kill the Shadow Hunter. So that's pretty much that. So now at least I got a kill out of it, a hero kill, so I'm a little bit more happy. My gold's piling up though, I'm forgetting to make units, you know, pretty new with me. Meanwhile, he has an expo that is halfway up, so things aren't looking good. Whenever you get an advantage in mirror, you always want to put up an expo like immediately, because if they can't push you, then you're pretty much free to expo. So I'm 49 food now, and he is at 58. So about a 10 food advantage with him getting an expo going up. So yeah, not good, but he goes ahead and he's gonna scout out my expo. That's probably a good idea. Always want to make sure the expo is clear if you're ahead, so you get advantage. He put down an observatory ward in the middle, or sentry ward. My bad. So I go to the middle, and I actually almost get killed because of my realization that he has a sentry ward. Anyway, oh no, I don't think I almost get killed. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. It's gonna be pretty close. But I get away. Don't worry. His blade actually just got there. That might have made a difference. So now the game's starting to come to about the halfway point. His expo's up. My army is now at 56 food because I decided to go over all at once to make sure that I didn't waste any gold that I didn't have to waste. And I'm 59 food. He is at 1 second, 61. Ooh, dropped the mic. 61 there. So only a 2 food advantage, even though like all those battles. I'm wondering like why it's only that small advantage, but I really don't know. He has 150 more gold than me, and it's mine. So he creeps out of shop. He's just trying to like get scrolls. He gets an Ankh here, which is really nice on a Blade Master, because that makes him annoying as hell to kill, because you kill him when he comes back. So pretty sweet. At this point, I decided I want to go for an all-out attack because I have a good food size. From what I'm seeing, I've got a couple upgrades done. I have a healing ward, a heal scroll. I'm ready for this final battle. I actually am not suspicious of an expo, even though I should have been. I just don't even look there. I immediately go for his main, and if he'd avoided me, he could have won here. But I see some raiders, so I'm like, okay, sweet, I'm gonna kill some raiders because he doesn't have control group movement on, which you don't have to. So his raiders get way up front. So I hex and I net, and that definitely hurt him from a battle position because that's a raider down, or like 3 raiders down before it even starts. So I try to focus on spirit walkers all together on grunts. My main concern is getting grunts eaten, dispelling all like positive things he has on his guys, and making sure my heroes don't die, because he immediately goes for my Shadow Hunter, and I want to just run him away. Anyway, so he has defense scrolls on, but I have an upgrade on defense, so even though his look cooler, mine are actually better. Plus, he lets my healing ward go on for a while, and that really helps. Healing the food is 62 to 53. My army is really holding much better together. He isn't focus firing his spirit walkers, and he doesn't have nearly as many, and he got too many grunts. So my spirit walkers and Kodos really got to own him up. I ran my Shadow Hunter just around, and he chased me. If he hadn't chased me, I would have brought him back, but he just really just followed my Shadow Hunter around with his blade. So that's pretty much that. At this point, I'm just focusing down the units. I'm pretty sure I'm going to win the battle. So yeah, I really wish I'd cleared my expo earlier, because then I could expand easily. Oh, and also, whenever there's a health pool in the middle, always run back your weak units to the health pool, because that's just like free, health. From this point on, it's really, let me think, we have one more decent battle at the end, where, well, you'll see, it's pretty nifty how I win that one. Pretty nifty, but I'll save that treat for later. So he's at 36 food, and I am at 59. I really didn't lose much there. And he begins to call me an expo whore, and you can clearly see my expo is really putting me ahead of him economically, because he has an expo and I have. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and kill his expo. I want to scout, make sure. Oh, well, actually no. I saw when my Shadow Hunter went around the side, running away from that Blade Master. He ran past the expo, so that's why I saw it. I'm hoping he doesn't kill my expo as well, and if I hope you can notice by now that's sarcasm. Anyway, so he tries to kill my units in the middle that are healing. He isn't successful. I run them back to my army. And at this point, things are not looking very good for him, because gold mines are not out, but they're getting closer to being out. And for some reason, he has so much more gold. If you look at his workers, they are going so slow. Maybe that's why.
We're under attack.
Because I'm pretty sure he had 5 workers on gold the entire time. Whatever. They just look slow. I really don't know what to say. So I'm gonna hit him now. I'm not gonna get any scrolls. I don't know why. Well, see, if I get scrolls, that allows him time to rebuild. I saw he was towering up a bit. I don't have to deal with that. So I just come in and I'm gonna pick off the buildings that I can get to without having to run into his burrow range. He really doesn't have much of an army, so at this point it looks like it's pretty much over. But he does make a decent comeback. But you'll see, it's pretty interesting. Unfortunately, that Spear Walker gets out front, and it gets, pretty well done in by a Raider and some burrows. And this is definitely a battle I should have been fighting, because he has all these towers and burrows and stuff. And even though I'm winning by a lot, you never want to put yourself in a position where you can lose the game, or lose a battle, or make it so. Fight a battle where you don't have to fight, because only fight when you want to. When you're winning, the point is you want to maintain that lead, and only fight when you feel that you have a good shot at winning. So here I'm trying to focus down the Blade and the Shadow Hunter. I realize he has an Ankh at this point, so I realize this is really kind of pointless to be fighting him. So I go for the kill on the Shadow Hunter, but Raider dies, and I think he gets away. Now I'm realizing that this is not where I want to fight. This is not good positioning, and my units are really starting to all get hammered on, so I'm just going to go in the middle and heal them all up. If you look at them, they are definitely pretty weak. My Shadow Hunter goes down to his Blade. So that's a bummer. If you look at gold mines, my gold mine is just about out. His gold mine has 1.64k, so he has a lot more gold than me, and that's actually going to play an advantage to him, because my expo that I don't have, really, it isn't bringing me in much gold, so him having that much left on his gold mine ends up helping him out. So I'm talking about letting me out of the blender, and pretty much. At this point, I was pretty confident I could win, but I didn't realize he had that much more gold than me in his gold mine. If I did, I might have, taken him a little more seriously and put up an expo by myself, but I didn't. See, he's actually assembling a little bit of an army. I'm at 59 food. He is at 41. So yes, he's below, but whatever. That's definitely not out of it yet. And I don't have an expo, so I'm just healing up at the middle, getting my Shadow Hunter back, and I run out of gold. So I am now out of gold, and he has, and he has about 1,000 left, about 1,100. So that's, good 4 units right there, at least 5, actually more like 6 units, 5 or 6 units, depending on what he's getting. Be it Raiders, he'll have more, Codes less. He splits up his army here, kind of, maybe just bad, control grouping. And here we have an interesting battle, and you'll see why it's so interesting in a bit, going on at his expo location. Because, I have a much bigger army, so it shouldn't have been that close, but I just decided to focus the Blade. I know it has an Ankh, but I want to, make it use the Ankh. So then he heals, and I'm just like, I'll fight out the battle. So food-wise, he's at 38. I'm at 65, but he kills my hero. Okay, so that's definitely going to be a disadvantage. I now have no hero in the battle. I have a Shadow Hunter, but he wasn't rallied, so it's 2 heroes versus none in this battle right here. He's trying to put his Spearwalkers into Ethereal form, but I have Spearwalkers myself. That's just going to do more damage to them, so I'm not quite familiar with the plan with that. So now, even though I'm down, I have no heroes left in this battle, he's beginning to realize he's not going to win. So I kill off the last couple units. He tries to go for... He gets a grunt. And now I'm going to just use the Raiders to like ensnare and kill the Blade and the Shadow Hunter. So I win the last battle without even actually having any heroes. So that's kind of imbalanced. But then again, it's Orc Mirror, so definitely an imbalanced matchup. So down goes the Shadow Hunter. That's really pretty much it. I mean, I just talked to him a little bit, but you can go ahead and fast forward. The game's over. Go ahead and 8 times speed. Just exit the replay. It doesn't matter. He's like, you had an expo. You only won because you had an expo. That's why you won. And whatever. So yeah. Statistically, it was pretty even. He had like 2,000 more gold than me because of his expo. So that is never good in mirror. But having the key on Lost Temple and Orc Mirror is to have a good unit mix. You really want to have equal amount of like grunts and raiders with like a Kodo or two. Don't really mass the Kodos up, especially if they're getting Spirit Walkers and Raiders, because they can't eat Spirit Walkers and Raiders have net, so that will own your Kodos, especially if they get a couple of demos, and just really focus those on your Kodos. And get some Spirit Walkers, and make sure for Spirit Walkers, you always want to dispel any buffs they put in their units. As an Orc player, you start to like learn just like live with whatever buffs the enemy has on them, and you just kind of like play it out anyway. But with Spirit Walkers, you don't have to deal with that. You can just dispel it. And what you want to do is you don't want to Spirit Link anything until you've dispelled whatever they have going on them, like their Spirit Link or their like buffs, and then you want to link up. And if they hex, make sure when you dispel, you don't dispel any of your own like good things like link or speed scroll or defense scroll or any of that. Make sure it only touches that unit in the area of effect. So yeah, and when you're in battle, make sure you try and focus stuff down, especially with the Spirit Walkers. Have them attacking grunts because they do 17 to 22 magic damage plus the Kodo. I think it's like +2 or +3. So you're looking at probably at about an average 22, 23 damage. And then you like apply in grunt armor type, so you're taking like 44, 45, that much damage. That's a good amount of damage. That's really gonna like kill some grunts, because if you get like 4 or 5 of them and they're doing like almost 50 damage each, it's like four volleys in like the grunts dead, maybe even 3 if you have enough. So you always want to get like a good number of those, especially if you see they're going more grunts, get a few more walkers than you would normally, because you're really not in that bad of a shape. If they get more raiders or get more Kodos, you'll still have a good army mix. That's the key, like I said before. Also, experience and items, very crucial. The Book of Imbalance isn't as imbalanced when both players go walkers, which I think you're going to begin to see a lot more of because of their recent from 1.18 to 1.12 or 1.18 to 1.2, and I guess 1.19 for like the 2 days that patch was out. They're a lot different now. It really changed the game because they're immune to some things and they're reduced to others, but yet when they're in ethereal form, they take extra from magic. So they're like magic immune, but take extra damage from magic. It's an interesting thing. Or they're not magic immune; they're magic resistant. So I guess it works, but they still take extra. So it's one of those little things like why destroyers can be coiled, but they can't be wholly lighted. Wholly lighted. I don't know if that's a word, but they can't be. So that's another one of those things that's kind of like, wonder why. But you know what? Obviously, I didn't make the game, so that's pretty much that. I hope you enjoyed the audio. I enjoyed making it for you guys. So it's good. It feels good to be back. I hope I can do more audios, and I hope that everyone else will come by our channel and talk to me and give me some audio ideas and give me some feedback on the audios. So it's always good when that happens. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the audio, and I'll have another one out for you soon as I make it, which will be pretty soon. So peace out. Good luck in your games, and have a great day. See ya.